Monday Night Raw. It was a it was a really great show tonight. So 81 so 81 subscribe. I'm just saying 81 subscribe to. We get one free exclusives below on my screen below. And here's a new sentence at the top below. And the two separate ways. And so much more. So after of tonight's on Monday Night Raw. So I also liked it about the storylines and storytelling in these books. So I just said the past when said the fallout from last Saturday. So let's do a breakdown tonight's live on Monday Night Raw. So Monday Night Raw was really great to entertain on this. So as of this bookings, this is not about masses because this book and this main card, this was a popular day to have. So let's go live right here. So let's go live right here, right now. So, speaking of Cody Rhodes' promo, he said, I did up last time in Athens. Cody Rhodes to undefeated Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza in September 20th from last Saturday. So, I did with an undisputed WWE champion and to win Cody Rhodes kick off Raw to discuss after the upcoming Crown Jewel in championship match against World Heavyweight Champion by Seth Rollins. So it's going to be on October 11th. So Elevation instead supposedly to interrupt and showing him as a squad circle after he wanted that after he had a Crown Jewel circle also the candle in that match between them. This is bigger, just like last year. So I'm then says Serbian versus Serbian, and I want the truth. I want the truth. And what do you think of me? He asked. And then Savalas asked. He said, What what do I think of you? And you saved my life? Okay. After when Cody was to responded to just recruiting has sale members to the years we passed. I for supporting his long career and by hoping to get the WWE title on his solos. I just went to the promo to benefit from there with Rollins taking expression to Cody Rhodes. I went and considering himself so the cornerback or WWE is stating you can be the cornerback, but you're not my cornerback. Okay, this was interesting. I just said the near person of WWE once through it was Seth Rollins. He said, and when Seth Rollins called himself the Alpha, but Rose to reminding him that after he has a 3-0 record against nothing in deal causes 3 masses in that adjusting point. And because the pommel just has curly rows, it was left a square circle between him and touched by Boston Reed and Von Brakel on just at the back. I just was excited what I needed to be, and there is no need for some overdot. I think he overbooked this storyline, and when Savons and Cody Rhodes have history together, I think just including the formal was testing so allowed to just a Jerry title into the main event of the night WrestleMania 40. I think they both see deceive has set a top in their business in into when Cody Rhodes has a winning record against Wallace, and he let him know and play my games ahead of into when October 9th is a great promo. And it was the only not playing, so wasn't answer the question of the troop. So I did follow backstage. It was Sammy also taught his brother say also. He said, so I ended up following what happened to say also that was supposed to is say also versus every night and a good idea tonight. And they said, I just went backstage to follow up. Sammy also told Say, his brother Say, and then he tried to get a rematch against Seth Forces tonight. I knew about Seth a former world champion to book his own match against every night. And I just said a fairy is nothing of Say and his lying on his brother continued so it tended towards the peak, just hair torn. So this is just sounds like Roman Reigns again. Okay, so A, so it also sounds like Roman Reigns, and B, he says like say also to me, I think. So, invite to into the match. I didn't know this Atticus is a 6-man tag team match. After up last time, in absence of World Royals and painted to Anya Fitting, the New Day, and Aggressive Waddle on Raw on September 4th. After between the weeks, and long battle between the team of the World Royals and painted in the union of the New Day, and Wrestle came to a head on Monday night, and it not just added cases a 6-man tag match. So when Onion goes and it shows the New Day versus Penta, so World Warriors and Madness. Onion went to Athens was hot to start with Western Wall was laying into Eric. Eric can just stick. He grabbed and when Penta waving to the hills out to the ringside. Onion into the back to commence a break. It was Corey Kingston. He also dove to a mask to listen to a table onto the floor with a bomb drop and from to the top rope inside and was has set a fight. And the man painted baton set the table. He was drawing Kirsten to a table, but Lizzie was having his moment closely aggressive Wallow and his Chelsea candlestick when Patrick fought him off at the top rope and was to a level 8 symbol. Mexican Destroyer was a painful victory in the winner of this match. Penta entered World Warriors. So, I mean, this was a fun concert brawl that did not overstate its welcome. There was a plenty of ponder a fun spot or two and a death-defying famous Penta. And you went hopefully to this is set of is a final of the two views that play here because if they are training on weak persons, it was best days. After when Lawson Perez good to send Madonna into a holding dominant Mysterio by facing Rusev to Ritz after he accepted the match. After for the Summit Day only too long that the Intercard Sabian away to offer him up and had set a match made wasn't by just a minute of Adam Pales. This is just fun, just can't work the stuff from Dirty Dom and overhead as it we added cases of the Mysterio Perez tease. So, speaking of Bailey and you are confusing us and anybody, okay, this is what strings. So I don't know what's going on with Bailey since a couple of months later. So, as you went elsewhere at backstage, it was La Fakia. There was an attempt to apologize to Bailey for bossing in her earning her rap from last week. And but support model did not remember anything about it, and instead they were good hitting as a split. And this is posted story that was Coley induced in those. I just wanted pre-tape videos for a long time. So, but with it back to Steven Fakir Apollo, she said, I get up last time in Athens, it was Steven Fakir to undefeated Alias Guy that was posted in 20th and first of a hostage victory over Alias Guy is it so saving match also a night. Was it at was supposed to Steven Fakir something a wall, using Mr. Adam Pales is the middle of the ring for this pommel. And Steven Fakir said, nobody can stop me. And new David Women's World Champion, Steven Fakir. And thanks to WWE Universe for their support and promise at long title reign. So, under of his great fans support of her has an amazing hard work and the soul for her win. She correct her dad for being her greatest role model and for my father. And you will keep making history and nobody, and I said nobody, can stop me. Anderson's assessment was ended with a CM Menzel announcing that Steven Fakir would meet the winner of Terry Stratton In 96, Jade Cargill. This Friday on SmackDown at Grand Slam for the advance the Women's Championship. I just thought sweet insert a point and just all many of all promo assessments on WTV right now, and that could take a pace from it and was doing for Kill to came across as humble and likable and more. Finally we find out and what is next for her. I get back to backstage. It was Asuka and Kairi Sane to interrupt Rhea Ripley and Nikki Bella to glass of races to steering for Kill, leading to Mommy. This was issuing a silence to the spread of tomorrow for a match tonight at WrestleMania 37 rematch on free TV. Let's go. And next man's got Bayley. Here we go, 101 against Roxanne Perez. I get up last time in Athens, and it went Bayley in live pocket lost to Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez on Raw, July 24th. I win Perez was lost to live pocket on Raw in 15th. Just a highly competitive match between former NXT Women's Champions playing back and forth as it into start before. And to win Perez target set left knee and her opponent and was controlling anything exciting into commercial break, and his supposed cut set the bottle off at every turn. So this was including adding a pop walks in onto the idiot floor. So anyway, we kill entitled to influence on behalf of her Summit Day teammate. It was Lyofakia. They said it safe. He was sending the heel into the main post and was Perez. And laid out Lyofakia to just arguing and ugly side of Bayley that allowed her to enable the both point and a big knee was the win. So after the match, Lyofakia exciting to graduate Bayley, who appeared cold and served the former women's IC champion to sit a mat and think you can hug me. Do you know who I am? Stay out of it. So I don't know what's going on with Bayley for a couple of months. So Bayley, seriously, what is going on? And you made Bayley excited to a booth her former hair tone was a person taking over. Anyway, on this match, it's Bayley. Adrian Perez has been a workhorse for WWE with Wayne Barrett. I was referring on commentary during the match that supposedly has tied to every night for the most matches in 2025 with 38 on television bouts. And this was a strong match from Bayley and Roxanne Perez, whose in ring work speaks for himself and who chemistry with each other. Anya is the rest of the women's top this division has never been in this question this chemical work from the former was also sold. Number 2, it may take offense a few more weeks to fully embarrass the dramatic of 2 face split, the comic carpet, and with past days. Andy Simi also asked Cody Rhodes to try to talk my brother some sense into Say Oso's head. So in next man's got Rusev against Shinji Maidana. After last time in Ascent with Rusev undefeating Penta and Raw in September 8th. Shinji Maidana lost a photo forward match, also informing Dragon Lee, Amy Page to the Dr. Wagner, LA, was collide September 12th. So Anya bring Arthur up by Dominic Mysterio and attempt to save his own hide. And human thinking Maidana found himself also recovering in a bonnet being down early. And in often by Rusev, so women posed so all along. And he went running him down into the tag team champion and was monstered at the place of springboard moonsault and hit also into commercial break. And you went to Madonna and continue fighting back against Rusev, just emphasizing his speed and also too in case of strength in favor of the Bonnie Blue. It was not enough to as a possible top just number 1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship for back. It was busted, so you would definitely muscle kick and muscle set of this. And you went down was frozen, so Finn Balor ran in to save Shinji Maidana from Rusev. I'm giving no party tonight in the Summit Day Clubhouse. And you went Dominic Mysterio posing in fear did not help his Summit Day teammates, and he lost as he had no choice but to submit. And yet when Rusev refused to squash the hold and was Finn Balor made and just a save in criticized the IC champion for wanting to look out for his friend. Like a Grande cameo, I think. And the winner of this match is Rusev. I think this was a better match and then it had any right to be in the mechanic Dusty the performance and even had a fans and even NFL Indiana and Indianapolis. It wasn't waiting for such a tag champions. It was Rusev and has always had some of his best matches against smaller opponents, and in this was no difference. It was Dominic Mysterio to cover this and promote a save with nice touch. And it only survives, has lasted in, and just only registered between to herself to connect as a Sabian and his teammates at backstage. The speaking backstage, it was Kairi Sane and Paulo and Sky to talk to Asuka to claim the express that tomorrow is what they all do. So here's the main event. So we got every night Here goes 101. They can say also. No, I did be more, I think. So, after up last time in Athens went every night, and Sammy also lost to Seth Fawcett Ball on 15th. And Sammy also lost to Seth Fawcett at Orsa on the 20th. I think we have just take enough to cut maybe a knife. And you may say also that every night took just a squad circle on Monday night was thinking to see the difference. I was Cody deposit to arrange his service ways said it wasn't said also so and give another tagging every night. It was before Sabelle Wayne and bringing him down. It was more. I did answer the colonel, so former War Serbian, to decimate. I used to ask the trail to celebrate, but every night to create. This celebration, it did not last long, as the main event. Say also continue his slight has the longest jaw finally fought his way back into the match. And it appeared to be blowing the Boston lead in Von Breaker appeal, pulling it stresses that the Usos just capitalized on the spill in his trademark express for the win. So I was at last one. So Usos every night to take on the forces. Sammy also saw say it is at the top of the rope, pausing his blow to help him. And you think offset the forces in and it was every night. He did not leaving the twins to grab a seal and said that he was going to set the floor. Anyway, on this match, say also, Adjuvant also has a hair torn here, and he was disgraced, and just something that probably would have salute him, but in this match with Gunter at WrestleMania 41, it worked here. Adjuvant here every night fighting from underneath was perfect babyface. He did not right thing, but focusing on the bigger problems. He was a former Serbian, than just personal issues with every night could his summit and while it say it's a bigger focus when every night played, despite it remains has anyone on the show. And you will see me also still the classic campus of the Broadline Sangha into a world that has been his independent has any old 12 is a 5-year one. Speaking at backstage, it was Becky Lynch, a pep talk to Seth Rollins. Do you know a lot of people call her the greatest women's wrestler of all time? But she did. So, also backstage, it was Rhea Ripley wanting to ask Guy to be careful around Oscar, but only managed to force the guys upset the sky. So There's only one more here, I think. So let me see, I can just write. So let me see. I hope it be 8, I think. Hold on. Let me see here, hold on. I'm going to hold one more thing here. Give me 1 second here. Let me find it. So, that'll be it for tonight. Okay, I just found it for last Grande Cameos. The new stable name was the Sweet and Grande Cameos and past days with Messenger Plea. And it was an opportunity from Anna Pills. You told her to keep doing what's she doing. And if you started interacting with Lee and then complain about lost and Grande Cameos, and they want a tag match for next week. We rapidly to all your feeling asked by a painful, asking didn't spit, missed, into the eyes of bravely and demand that Kyrie Singh and so in on a post-match beatdown. Eagles guy came out to tell them to stop, only for Oscar to hit Eagles guy and for the Kobe Royals to take her out as well. So what do you think of this episode of Raw tonight? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, right here. So this is my YouTube Q&A poll for tonight. So let me see here. So I think this is the best matches of the year. So we got 100% like it so tonight on Raw. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go my X poll. So we get 50% likes it so tonight on Raw. 2% is alright, and 50% didn't like it. So let me see here to follow my notes. So I just marked down on console stuff. Tweeting this stuff out. Speaking of every night, and you can't beat Sonic EM that you be better than that Say also did. That's what he asked. I think. Let me see. You don't deserve this. You need a mortal pistol. So let me see here. Oh, this is Tommy Dreamer, the Busted Open Radio. I watched that last night on your podcast. So I think we have more pay-per-views, I think, from AEW's side. I think. So for me, I watched one show last night on AEW All Out. I watched the whole thing. So I haven't missed any time. Um, Let me see. Oh yeah, speaking of tonight's, so WWE fans could learn from the ABC and Disney exclusives with late night Semi Kimmel is tonight live ABC and Disney. Oh, it's more to announce. Lillian Garcia will be announcing for this week's Raw. Lillian Garcia. So, what about every week for Lillian Garcia? She is getting put back into Raw next week. And we love Lillian Garcia, her voice. So, welcome back, Lillian Garcia. It was nice, always good to see her and her, to hear her announcing about next week on Raw. So, Elsa has always, Lillian Garcia is still a goal in the WWE. So, this was a funny it will announce Raw on Netflix. So that's coming next week. Lillian Garcia. So Cody Rhodes on Raw tonight to set up a match with Seth Rollins. So I am ready for Crown Soul starting next month until October 12th. I'm really glad to watch that on Disney on ESPN. I watched it last Saturday night on ESPN, and I've seen it. This was a facet show. After this, I think, MVP is on to breaks. I have zero respect for him, personally, of Team C insights at the ring. This is what he said. So this was part about, I think, last night or so. Oh, there's more to announce. So WWE ID Women's Championship is now to vacate after Kylie Ray announced she was pregnant to WWE ID. So that was crazy. So congratulations to her. I think it's time for Kylie Ray to hang it up too. So it might be a tournament for Evolve this Wednesday, I think. So it might be some new time. So that's crazy. Skimming for Kill has been tweeting out 24th from last night. It says, "Thank you for believing in me and for believing in entitled aggressors of women who want nothing to make history. Is the way. Thank you for being true and sponsoring. Congratulations on your Hall of Fame and Justice Severe Assault, Stephanie McMahon." So, I think this was about 5 years ago today. Ben Carlo, it was on a Daily Dark late night on Dynamite against Lee Sarson Scuba Sky on the same night. So that's gonna be Miriam Friesel has a no Ben Carlo. So this is about almost 5 years today. So we have a top star, WWE star, like you say. It was about a question of why WWE is on ESPN after Triple H kept saying last week that WWE isn't a sport. So this is a sport. So like you say, it's been creating on this Twitter account on him. So this is what he said on this time. It says, because the E on ESPN stands for entertainment. So Michael Cole said a month ago that WWE isn't a part of wrestling, if Paul has instant issues, but Legacy says he should have that same smoke with his employer. Okay. Let me see here. So, Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, so clue is still. So, I think so. Let me see. So next week we have Sweet New Masters is next week. So let me see here on my notes here for next week. So next week we have Dominic Mysterio against Rusev for Intercontinental Championship opportunity next week. We got Bayley. Then goes 1-on-1 against Raquel Rodriguez. And also we got 12 tag team match next week. So we got the Usos. Assuming say Usos, we take on Braun Breaker and Boston Reed. So this is going to be a rematch from next week or so. So let me see here. Give me 1 second. I just went Roman Reigns and tasted at Crown Soul 2025. I'm ready. So he's sitting like Roman Reigns on the couch. Okay, this is what's interesting about Seth Rollins. So I did last time when Seth Rollins said that thing on the back the locker room. So he was like, he seemed like Roman Reigns. He's doing right now. He has become that very thing he's willing to destroy. So I think so if Seth Rollins trying to be like Roman Reigns so bad, okay, this is crazy. So he don't have that of Roman Reigns Titantron, I think. So also if Seth Rollins is Roman's son, Cruz, he is doing imaging like Roman Reigns does. Of regardless, they are still brothers. So and now dude, I can't even sit down without brain compared to Roman Reigns. So this was that set of lots of Cody Rhodes gave him. Okay. So, well, he is sitting there. So this was want to be like Roman Reigns so bad. And he got a table free. Must be copyright Roman Reigns, right? He thinks he's such a receive. I want to see that again. I hope. Very soon, I think. So, did he says indicate imaging with Roman Reigns does, I think. And he wants to be him so bad. I think. So, I'm gonna show you guys and I'll make this up a quick minute. So, Seth Rollins want to be like Roman Reigns does again. Has the same blow. So, I just went back to the locker room. So this is Becky Lynch right here, and that's Seth Rollins on the couch. So I was gonna be Seth Rollins just like Roman Reigns sing right there. So he was wanting to be like Roman Reigns. So I don't know what's going on with Seth Rollins. I think has the same member. I hope. So just insane. So, and you make Cody Rhodes the only thing on his mind, on his head at this time, I think. He might. And Seth Rollins wasn't having it at all. So, I just right now of these two are falling apart because of this. So, I was thinking about, looks like Becky Lynch and Seth are not happy about to lose at Warsaw Opposa from last Saturday night. So, Paul did not hear a single word that she said. So, looks like that Savon's is a face. I don't think. Hopefully, 100% sure. I just went Savon's wants everything. I'm hoping about I just went now. Cody Rhodes is saying right now. So, what's going on hold? And anyone can guess. So, how many times do I have to tell you how great of a Serbian I am? Okay, that's insane. OMC. So happy Wrestling Monday. And I say guys, next time we will stay tuned for this on. So we will see guys this Wednesday. We'll go live on AEW Dynamite and so much more. So have a great Monday. Have a wrestling night. I say next time. Have a great night. Have a wrestling week. We can go live on Wednesday on AEW Dynamite and so much more. So get one Stizzle, one Stickle, one Acapod, Spotify, a podcast, anything, and so much more. So if you want to buy something like video games, like 2K25, so if you want to just pre-order on this is the code right here on my screen below on my YouTube channel. If you want to buy something, so I'm gonna just let you guys know in front of Amazing. So have a great Monday, have a wrestling week, and have a great night. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.